realize this, but can I put a watermill here? I don't have one, I don't think, but could that go there? I didn't realize I had a big enough body of water on the map. Alright, so this pen's going to be a problem if it can't go over that. I can't move that one anymore that way, so we'll see what happens, because it is enclosed. Maybe I have to just go around this. Let's see. How much of this can I make a bridge? Just the outside. Alright. So, if that's the case, like, I'm already doing that for up there at least. Let's see. I would imagine that you would probably allow me to go up by 10. No? 10 and there. Okay, so let's see if we can put a bridge in here. Sort of. Alright. It's not the be-all end-all, but it'll at least get us a bridge going. So once that's done, I'll be able to put something over that at least. This area will get deconstructed. Now let's get over here. Alright. So not up to there, and I'm not putting there. Oh, this needs to be bridged too. Okay. I'll just cover all of that because I'm not sure how far it goes out. I'm just going to take it down to this line at the moment, but I do want to take this down from here to there. So I guess we want it to be here. That won't allow me to build it on that. Oh, I'm going to have to build wood over these parts. That'll be interesting. Alright, let's change you to wood. Yeah, you'll let me do wood. That'll be fine. It's not the best, but I mean, at least it's letting me do something. Wait a minute. Would you do that as normal? I don't know if I tried. Yeah, I went up. There we go. Alright, so we're going to be able to do a wooden fence in some parts, and while that's not the greatest thing, at least we're going to be able to get somewhere with it. Alright. So what I'm looking at doing is bringing this whole area up just a little bit, but at the same time, I'm hoping to give them a bigger area. Actually, now that I think about it, having the double fence, like, the whole point of it is so that it doesn't, like, break or catch fire and stuff like that. And if they do get out here, they'll have, like, a little free roam. It'll be fine. What I should do is make, like, this an area where, like, the thrumbos can, like, roam around if they want to and, like, eat. I should actually do that. Where's the zones? Expand thrumbos. So let's... Yeah, no, you guys kind of, like, can go everywhere, hey? I reckon what I should do is make it that the thrumbos cannot eat here and down here. So I'm pretty sure I've already got them over the crops that they're not allowed to touch. And in this part here, because they had, like, a pretty good area. There. I'll do it. Alright. So the heat wave's finally over, thank God, and it's 30 degrees outdoors. Temperature's finally starting to cool down inside. So let's fix up these air conditioners now. Roll them back forwards by about 10. I noticed that, actually, if I just reset them, I take them back by 2. That will be fine for that. And then I want over here, I want the fridge to, like, roll back a whole heap. It's minus 70. Minus 139. I do not honestly believe that that much of a decrease, like, does much, but, you know, I have noticed that sometimes this game does, like, some really weird things. just take that to -70. It's not really that cold there, and this is running at 1 degree, so that should be cool-ish inside. Not cool enough to freeze them. Like, they shouldn't be freezing, but it should be cold. About 15 degrees. Maybe it's too cold. Alright. Can I select them all? Yeah, I can. Let's take you down by... not that. Like, -10 was too cold. +10. Alright, so in here is about 10 degrees. Usually, I don't know, on a normal map, I would only need this to be, say, 19 degrees in a house area. And, say, -60 in a freezer area. And that would be enough. However, this permanent summer map, where it gets up to like 50 degrees on any given day, is really quite hard. Even though, like, I tried multiple installations and that obviously does not work. So what I might end up doing with this is making, say, when I change this, is actually making like a air conditioning run on the outer wall and having like a more insulated inside with like vents or something and see how that works. Maybe that will work better. I don't know. Maybe it won't make any difference. Driver is down and somebody can pick them up because I'm not doing it. Alright, let's get rid of all of this. You guys are actually going to have to build stuff though. Like, oh, we don't have marble blocks. Okay, that's easy. Just make marble blocks. Also make some slate blocks while you're at it, people. Is this why they stopped? Yes, it is. But they have the ability to make it, they just haven't been doing it. So he's building a fence. Tofu, you can do some stone cutting. And Anasan's going for a rest, but what about silverware? She's building the fence too. Seahorse? Seahorse is available. Okay, so we have a stash of fortune. So Bailey, Prime Counselor of Titanium Unification, has informed us of the collection of valuable items worth $1,110. Not far from us, the collection consists of hyperweave, 40, and a skill train of crafting. There might be an unknown thread. Sure. That's not too bad. I'm going to take a couple of people that can shoot, honestly. We want Shizuka, probably Enyo, Costa, Lumi, and Amiya. And I'd love to know if these were, like, bonded to them or not. Let's see. Tofu, Euro Costas, Weeks, Lumi. It does help when I have only, like, one of them with a specific name. I'm taking any of these out because I need them to breed. Now, I'm going out where there is stone, so any of the animals that are not dead, dying, or heat stroked or pregnant can come with me. Like you. Maybe just a little bit cautious here because I don't want to take... A lot of these animals have been through a very hard summer. And none of them... I'm betting that the animals that currently aren't pregnant are probably, like, mostly male. Right. Yay, we actually still have one female yak confirmed. And she's pregnant, so that's good. One of the mufflos. Take multiple mufflos. The foals aren't much, but there's something. Okay, so we're going to be able to bring some rocks back. So, can you take about... I don't want to take too much, so let's take about 40. We'll take 10 of the kibble. Not that anybody eats it. The Bible meals, take another 40. I've only got 14 days worth of food. And rice, 100. I'm trying to keep this number real small. And only about 5 med kits I'm not going to take any for the animals. We'll harvest what we need there. And I don't want to carry anything. So, they'll do. I know I could run into traders and stuff on the way, and I'll be like annoyed if I don't happen to have stuff on me to trade, but I'll have to deal with it, because if I can bring home, you know, say for instance more slate, because I don't have a lot of slate lurking around here, that would be really great. I have so much of like marble chunks and stuff. I'm surprised that they haven't moved them. Oh, that's right, we don't have the panthers to be moving stuff. Yeah, makes sense. We got another bonded one though. That's pretty good. We ended up with one hen survived that whole ordeal. Oh, transport pod crash. A jailbird named Rasa is crashing in a transport pod nearby. If he survives the impact, he will be badly wounded. He is from the titanium unification. If you rescue him, he may join freely. Otherwise, he will return home and spread goodwill between your factions. You can also capture him and recruit for slavery purposes. This will anger the faction. Ooh, hey, he's Tofu's brother. Wow, okay. There's some factual history. Alright. So, you don't look anything like Tofu, mate. Let's see. There's a chance he might join us, and hopefully he'll go home, because Pyromaniac and Greedy are two things that I don't want. And he's not capable of caring, social, or firefighting. But since you're mates with Tofu, since you're relatives, Tofu can go rescue you. How badly are you hurt? You got 16 hours, you're good. Just gonna make this pile more on the outside of this fence. And same with the other one. I know what's going to happen. It's going to force it inside the wall, 100%. Alright. Well, at least he's bringing them in. It's going to take him a couple of in-game hours to run all the way back in. It's 5 now. It'll probably be like 6 or 7 by the time he gets into a medical bay. Just speed it up. Oh no, it's already sped up. It's already 6. Yeah. How's this going? You guys really need to actually seed this. Oh yeah, they're reseeding over here. That's good. How's this going? It's -6 or 7. This really needs to be colder. That's 8. That's 15. 15's good. But this needs to just try to push more. If I have to, I'm going to make a wall of air conditioners on the next one, honestly. Because how many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. 9 is not enough, apparently. Alright. So, if this is going to come up along here, what I'm going to end up doing, I think, is maybe bringing this box over so it's more kind of like towards the front, if I can. I'm actually surprised and a little bit impressed that I have that much wood still at this point. Where am I going from this? Because I've got to move up. Alright, so this is the bottom line. It's going to bring it up by 1. And you're going to bring it up by, like, there. So the pen's still just going to be in, just barely. I made this one just a fraction too low. And that's going to have to divert around there too. Alright, I don't know how I managed to make that low. That's clearly not 6, is it? No, it's not. Alright, guys, you're failing. Failing wildly, honestly. Okay, so we need you to be a line across here. Yeah? And we need you to be a line across here. And honestly, don't cancel out those bits. Alright, I'm seeing more wildlife on the screen too, so let's get a Rhinos are going to be a bitch. I'm going to have to watch that, but let's see. Horses, get rid of that. Yeah, they're all mostly male anyway. I'm going to save extra. I just saw the caravan go out, but I'm a little cautious about hunting rhinos because normally it goes badly. So obviously I was out of steel. Alright. Let's get this fence moving inwards now. So what I want is, I actually think that might stop it anyway, but as soon as that blows up, if that blows up, I think it goes. I'm just going to leave the fence going up to it because I'm pretty sure as a solid object it should hold. Alright, I'm going to need some gates and stuff on this. So I still think wooden fences might be better. I think it'll be faster. So I'm going to want ones on the outside. Probably on the inner outside too, eh? Let's notice this little bit here. So, wooden copies. One there. This line isn't going to exist, so that's fine. But I'm going to need that there. That one doesn't need to go. Alright. So I'm going to need to move this up as well. What auto saving? Look. A lot of boar right there, and I do want that. Okay. So the other thing too is that I'm going to need a fence up here at the moment, just because this is something I don't want to be there. And also I need to get rid of this line here. I don't need to, but I mean, eventually I will. Alright, so I'll have a few gates that I can get in and out of, and I've got to move this light. I can come and reinstall somewhere in the town, hey. I'll put you there. I'll take a couple of these lights, honestly. I've got a lot. I'm pretty sure it goes pretty evenly through this, except you. Like I said, as I deconstruct some of this stuff, I'm gonna take it and rearrange where it is. I wish that they'd bring more of the food in here, though. I really do. Oh, we got visitors from West Hatchway visiting the colony. Alright, you guys might have something to trade, eh? No? How is our visitor going to that's healing? I'll bump up your healing while you're here. Get better healing, you go home, you say better things. Orozoko's in a pretty good mood. They'll shoot better for a few days. Pretty good. How are we going with this caravan too? It's nearly there. Pretty good. Alright, so you guys are going to move that. That'll be fine. And I do want to move this over. So what I want is it to be not right there, but like here. Maybe. It'll have to be up one, hey. Alright, so my caravan's arrived at the stash. And I'm going to need to build this over maybe up here. Just because I want to build this. I'm just going to quickly build this while I've got the idea for it. So I kind of want it to be a pretty big animal hospital, honestly. About 26 by 26, so it's square. There we go, and we'll put some of these flappy door things on here. I think my people can walk through that because, yeah, they're in there. Let's change what type of flappy door you got. let's make it just cloth. Simple basic cloth will do. I know these animals love to just like roam around in these doors like stupidly. I don't know if I build it up to a pen, if that's actually going to be enclosed or not. I don't think it is. So we'll just leave it as that. Okay. So they'll have that. Not going to build anything probably right in the door, but these egg boxes will move in there. And this, I want to copy this zone. And what I'm going to do, oops, I don't want it there. You can go the zone itself. So I want this to be in by, say, 2 at least, until I start building stuff. It'll at least help me keep this squared off. Alright, and clicked on that zone, pasted. Alright, so let's go to stash. What do we got? I'm not seeing any particular animals of concern, which means it could be a raid. And I have been getting, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but I have been getting so many Mecha Hive creatures raiding me. It's been absurd. We'll harvest stuff while we're here. Not too much stuff, because I do want to bring back what I can. I want to bring back a lot of slate chunks. Okay, that was really weird. I didn't get attacked. Okay, you guys, stop being on guard. Pick that up, and yeah, you can pick that up. Let you guys do a little bit of harvesting. That was really strange. I was expecting to get attacked. There are quite a lot of animals here too, and their meat and stuff would be so great to bring home. Might just do that. I know I'm here for the slate, but honestly, whatever I can get is whatever I can get. Let's see. Production. I want a couple of little butcher spots in here. If I can get them to just do some butchering while they're here, I can choose whether or not, like, I can carry everything or not. So since they're going to do that for a little while, I'll leave them be. I'll try not to forget about them. I'll try to come back soon. So what I am going to do is I'm going to take down this outer wall. Alright, the muffler's attacking back. I'm going to take out this outer wall with the view that it's not 100% necessary for it to be here. They are already in an enclosed space. My only problem is if it takes out any of the electrical wiring. Alright. So I just need to find out... Yeah, no, it hasn't. Oh. Alright. So the muffler are going to attack me now because I attacked them. They should be okay. I have quite a lot. Oh, Jesus, Shizuka, run. Guys, I'm going to need you guys all on this. And you run. Come on, you can do it. Everybody has animals. Alright, I'm gonna need a bed for Shizuka. This Amiya's getting her ass handed to her. Alright, you guys can take out that last muffler, yeah? Great. Now, Acosta, I really think... Oh, what are you doing? Oh, you're not actually, like, dead dying or whatever. That Amiya. Alright, they're all kind of just hurt, not, like, death hurt. That's pretty good. Why are you dying? You got hypothermia. Oof. Okay, it must actually be cold in here. So, let's turn this up a little bit. I didn't think that this room was affecting it, but I guess it is. I guess these little things are probably... Oh, I guess it's actually just cold. Okay. If that's the case, let's turn on your heater for you. Caleb could do that. Can you go switch it on? Why are you walking so slow? Got a bad back. And you got a burn scar. The only problem with the shock lances is sometimes it really does like lower their moving. So what I'm thinking is now that you've turned that on, I have got Healomech serums. And I'm not going to deal with people being like generally incapacitated. I know I could be saving these for like cases where they are actually dying. Kasumi was the other one that was really slow. I think if I just try to bring these two up, Kimmy's a lot faster. Karen's a lot faster. Rhinoceros event. Now we got a problem. So the problem I've got with this is the fact that it's a freaking rhino, and wherever the rest of them are, this could be a problem. So, you guys don't have weapons. What about? Do I have anybody up here that has one? Tofu would. Tofu could get his butt up here, and you could back off. Oh, that's right. They can just walk over the fences. Kind of forgot about that. Alright. Come on, Zamora. I need you guys to move on just a bit more. Alright, no more shooting. There we go. I knew if Tofu brought his animals, it would at least take the animal down. That rhino could still get up. The fact that nobody's decided to kill it baffles me. Alright. So let's have a look at the animal production. So, how are the chickens? So the problem is we only had 3 allowed at the moment, and I'm going to have to magnify that to just allow as many chicks as possible, because we've got 1 and 1 realistically, and while I don't need a lot of the male chicks, I do need a lot of the females. The duck population got basically smacked as well. There seems to be no panthers at the moment being born. That's a little concerning. I do see eggs all over the place though, but they're unfertile. And the temperature's going to be ruining stuff pretty soon. So, okay, let's get back to these guys. You guys done everything? Yep, cool. Let's get you home before there's any kind of issues. Now, I want to take kibble, meat, berries, yeah, the medicines that are harvested. Now, leathers, yeah. Any of the animals that you can carry, the crafting stuff, guns. Alright, now what we can do is we can take slate. There's not a lot of slate. Oh no, there is. There's heaps of slate. Carry as much as you can and come home with that. Alright, cool. Alright. So somebody just used a healing thing then. So Kazumi's no longer affected, and Kalem's should be faster too. Actually, is Kalem's issue caused by his back? Some of it was. Alright, so Kalem's still going to be slow, but he's not going to be nearly as slow as he was. At least that's a consolation. We need steel so badly right now. I kind of do want to break into that, and I do want the compacted steel, but I can't mine it. At least not until I have everybody back and know that that's safe. I can mine over here. Alright. Where else can I mine? Shizuka's wandering sadly because she's in a lot of pain. I don't blame her. She's trying to travel and she's in a lot of pain. Alright. Apart from up the top, I don't see any steel. The only parts are where I already marked in here. And I'm just so worried that this is going to cap open. by accident, and that's the last thing I want because that's just going to be a catastrophe. We have a grizzly bear on the map. How are we going for temperature stuff? It's finally frozen. This is freezing in here. Alright. So I must have made this too cold somehow. What is this on? Should be 21 degrees? 21 degrees would still be quite cold. So take it to 20. I think that that would be comfortable as opposed to like outdoors is 20 degrees at the moment. Let's see. This is 7 degrees indoors. How's her room doing? Her room is 5 degrees. She's probably still freezing, hey? No, not quite. What's this on? On 21. It should warm up, hopefully. Oh, I can recruit her almost. Tantrum is having driver, sorry, is having a tantrum because he's still dealing with his alcohol withdrawal. This is the only shit that annoys me. Like, he's at 98% and he's destroying a packaged survival meal. What a dick. At least our people are, like, busy cooking and stuff. So we got Orlena. Or Orlean, sorry. Let's have a look. So she doesn't like certain things, but she's sickly and kind. Yeah, she got in a social fight. You don't get that kind of stuff. Let's see. You are attack. I forgot to change. No drugs. Forgot to change that earlier. Half of their beef would probably be the fact that there are just no drugs in the space. You're a daytime person, so that's fine. Let's see. You are a medical person. You can definitely do some watering and handling. Hunting for sure. I mean, it would be good to have a few people that are doing some more like handling and stuff because we kind of need to bring more people in and more animals and stuff. Got to keep them in. All right. So we are getting there. This is going to take forever to build up just because it is slate and we don't have a lot of slate. I actually thought about making just the inside not accessible at the moment to build just because like I don't need that to get built first. Whole section here. Make that not allowed. So you guys focus on the outer part because the sooner I can allow them to have the outside area, that would be more awesome. Alright, let's make that you can't touch it. There you go. If they can make the outside area, I can make the area that the animals can be in bigger. And that'd be pretty cool. Now this area is gonna need some supports. What I should have done is I should have moved it up by like 1 so that they can come in through the bottom. But it's fine. Let's see, supports. So take it in by about there. Alright, and in the center of this. So that ain't quite centered, eh? How did I not make this a central thing? Doesn't matter. As long as it's like pretty much there, you know, this should stop it from collapsing. And I'm gonna need to move basically all of these beds. So let's stop making them. And the one that's partially made. Now, these fox fur ones, some of them are good. Like some of them are really good, but some of them are just like crap. And I do want to put the chicken coop stuff on like the very outer parts of it. There's so many like chicken boxes. And honestly, I feel like it's faster just to make them than it is to replace them. It's going to take a little while to make this. Another quest is available. So the Orange and the camp. Orange, war chief of the nation of Caravan, has sent a message. Apparently, pirates based nearby camp have been raiding their caravans. Camp is controlled by the sledgehammers. Orange is asking us to destroy the camp, which means eliminating all the enemies and turrets. Orange says the bandit camp has 8 pirates, and I could get resurrected serums, um, uranium, camp loot. I could get more Helimex serums. That would probably be pretty good. Gold, camp loot. There is an offer of Glitterworld medicine. Now, I would normally go 100% to the Glitterworld medication. However, I keep zapping people, and they kind of do need the Helimex serum. So where are you? You're down over here. I'm not going to target that today. I want my people to get back, and I want them to heal. But I should have time. How long have I got? I've got 21 days. So I'm definitely going to probably focus on doing that next time. That's 8 pirates and potentially turrets and anything else. So I'll definitely be doing that. We'll just save. My people should be, yeah, they're almost home. This is still getting built. I kind of just want to get the layout of this done. Like, I wouldn't even mind moving, like, beds and stuff out of this main area and making this, like, you know, more research, more, like, what do you call it, like, crafting tables and stuff like that or something, you know? Just gonna make sure that everything's kind of, like, going where it's going. I can't remove these yet, just because the wall itself, there's a mountain here, and I can't remove these. However, I do want to get this kind of like fleshed out. So I actually wouldn't mind having a second like enclosed area, but it being the actual food area for the animals, and it being enclosed. So then it would last over winter. You know what? I might just quickly throw down something for that. Because I had it 26 before. That should still work. My caravans arrived home. So I'll just click off that. Now, if this is going to go up to 26, yeah, well, it'll be 26. And 6. Alright, so that shouldn't close it. And let me just make sure that this is the same size before stuff gets built. So it's 27 across, and this one's 27 across. They'll be equal. Alright, so now this area, I'm going to expand this. Be a nice big greenhousey area. Obviously can't build on that. However, what's roaming away? You guys, you gotta bring them in. You guys are so slack. I have got pen markers and stuff, so I don't know what the dealio is. Alright, so the animals that are here, I'm just gonna get them to drop their gear. Look on them all, please. Alright. Still more animals. Alright, there we go. So, I brought back some dead animals, I brought back some food, all sorts of stuff. So, now in here, this part won't matter too much because I should be able to put climate control stuff here. Like, for instance, a heater for when it's like winter and stuff. Versus, I should be able to put Rhinoceros Revenge. I'll have to quickly go look at that. I'm going to put 2 air conditioners side by side here. Actually put 3 because it's going to be hard to keep any room cold. Where are those rhinos? Ah, Zamora. Did you live? Yeah, you did. Sweet. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to expand this fence area so that the animals have hopefully more food. Although I don't think it'd be like by too much because I think I'm moving it up by only like 1 adjacent kind of like section. Azula, you gotta leave the blinds alone. And then I'm gonna make this a controlled environment, which is gonna require, well, it's gonna require some of these posts as well. So I might as well just pop them down now. And it's also gonna require solar lighting. or not solar. It's going to require those like special lights that are like really, really difficult. It's about there. Where are they? Do I even have those yet? Furniture. Yeah, I do. Sun lamps. So I'm going to need to put these sun lamps in here. Make sure that the crops and stuff don't die. At the moment, I could just close off the area and these particular parts don't need to get like built up, but I will need to put a roof on here eventually. And until they actually do that, I'm just going to say ignore the roof. No, remove roof until they finish it, because I don't want them to close it in and have it collapse and ruin stuff, whatever. But I am going to keep moving these beds over, and the animal boxes too. I've got more horses up here with stuff on them. I'm also going to have to keep working on getting more of my like animals back and building these areas, which I'm not sure if I'm going to move the beds out and make this center area like a central hub of work. That might be a good idea. And then move the beds out, or vice versa. I could make this a bedded area and hospital and make those like workshop zones. I'm not sure. But I do want to remove these little squares, and what I want to do is either make a straight line out, straight lines up, or whatever, or like little cubes sort of areas here or something like that, that I can work on certain things and have like big storages still. I will need big storage, but at the moment I'm thinking what's going to be better is I'm going to need like basically a whole wall of air conditioners and probably like a lot of venting systems and stuff, and see how that goes. I'm also probably going to need a lot more electrical stuff, honestly. Probably wouldn't hurt to put down a few of those, but since we're out of steel, I'm forever on a quest to get steel, honestly. But I might also, so even though I've got a lot of things going next time, I think I might open this up so I can clean up this area and just see what I'm dealing with. It could be people, it could be bugs, it could be anything. There is another orange horse. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to be working on next time. It's basically all the time we have for today. I'm kind of excited about a lot of the other stuff. Like, I actually, like, you know, if I wasn't streaming this, I would still probably keep playing for maybe another 5 more hours today. But I also know that I do have to, like, you know, hedge my bets on what I am actually, like, spending my time doing. So, we also have a combat supplier has arrived. So, I'll just set that up and then I'll save for the day. So, just to recap, we've got a trade, we have a quest. Let me save these over. We are working on securing some indoor crops, at least for the animals, that they can get access to. There will be a flap that they can get into it. Now, we are working on these little triangle areas to expand a hospital wing for the animals and a food area for the animals. We're going to need more power. We're going to need a lot more slate, marble blocks. We're going to need some kind of flooring as well, so that's going to be a thing. It's going to be quite a lot next time. I also want to deconstruct these sections as well, and that's going to have to wait until I have the new facilities already available. So whether or not that's a matter of, for instance, like if I wanted to say keep these going out sideways a little bit, like I could scrape down that and move it inwards, just to kind of like put it where I want it to be. But yeah, it'll be very interesting. What's up, Grim? I'm just wrapping up at the moment. I'm just sort of going over everything. Just kind of finished going over everything just a moment ago. Next Tuesday is going to be a lot to fit in. I'm probably going to have to just run this on play instead of fast forward, because I've got so much to do and I'm going to need so much steel. And we're going to open up this next week, this Cave of Danger. So that'll be interesting. I'm hoping that maybe there's some stuff I can deconstruct to get some steel or something out of it. But that's everything for today. Thanks, guys, for tuning in, and definitely come back and have a look at what's going on next week. There will be, as Grim said, ancient danger. See yous.